Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights of today's LEC 2025 matchup.
I gotta put my mouth here, but Linces, he's putting his money in the right place in the bot lane gank where Kalist and Targamas are looking for their last minion, but he puts up the emote. Kalist, will he have to flash away is the next question. Hilly then turns to Targamas, gets behind him, flash away with a step. Hilly stepped too far up, and Kalist styles him for first. And Dagda, I'm just wondering how bot comes into it as well, because Kalist and Targamas have constant push in this lane after that 3v3, 3v2.
Yeah,
KC doing pretty well.
The problem is, so Linces is trying to get down to the bot lane, but he's already got Vi in the way.
Hilly steps up when Kagasa blows are on, but they're going to all in instead. But Kalist just rends him a second time. With Winter's bite, Kaz in trouble, but he flashes outside the Vault Breaker. It looks flashy, but he won't get anything done. Linces sneaks in, but he's got his boys behind him, so Kalist will be safe and sound, snug as a bug, as Linces goes down without a simple tug. 4 kills here for KC. And Vitality are bleeding out available if they choose to contest here, depending how long this takes.
No, I think they just kind of give this up. Said look for kind of reset, get yourselves into a position where you can look for maybe dives or other shenanigans essentially on the map after this one, because you can see there, they know it's going down. But in this position, Linces needs to go back into his bot side jungle, clear that out, reset himself.
It would require a flash that he does not have anymore, as Chayak is going to get bot back a little bit here, and Chayak, speaking of flashes, already burnt, he's dead. One more, Winter's bite, the sidestepping the fear, and he's alive. Meanwhile, the all-out in top spells trouble here for Kana, as he has to just roll on out. He lacerates a couple of times. Nucker needs to flip back. There's the public execution, a bit of a turn. Whoopsie daisy as Kana flashes, but it's dead anyway. Whoever lands it deals it a Nuck. Shortens the goal by a little bit. KC, however, already had the 6 grubs, and while that is a great solo kill, Dagda, outside of a bit of plating, Dragon sacking now also going to be stopped for Vitality, and Bot's in real danger here of enabling a dive. There's a Glacial Fissure down. A good fear from Chayak, as ulti for Targamas doesn't really do too much. But do KC continue as they think about it a little bit more? The shifting sands in. Yike is now in as well. Cease and desist on top of this ways. Chayak is running for his life, just trying to get a bit of movement speed. He gets shielding, but again, it's not enough. Vladdy also cleans up the after effect, which is Hillisang. So again, KC keep rolling ahead.
Nice play by KC, because the entire top side of KC's jungle was being stolen by Linces. So Yike getting that play on bot is actually pretty huge for them to try and even out the trade. And now, I mean, even Turplate's going down. It feels like Vitality, every time they kind of get one thing going their way, something else just falls apart.
And Dagda, look at this now. 2 things are falling apart because no one's here for the turret. They're overwhelmed. Nucker's going to slowly receive the wave, but look at top. This Ambessa does not have a lane partner right now, so KC are also going to get first turret blood. They just got the stinky feet before. 4.5k gold. Is Kana going to get turret top as well? Vitality are dizzy.
I mean, Chayak, yeah, he's not going to be there in time. It's gone.
They're dizzy.
KC look insane with this.
Who would have imagined from Shanghai to Berlin?
It's a very weird journey.
Yes. Well, like around half the world in 5 years.
Oh, it's a weird journey here.
Storm, it is indeed. Kalist is caught out. The flash engage is great from Vitality. They might even find another with Yike having to flash Vault Breaker. They need...
Well, let's see if their quack is as big as their bite, because KC now is taking up river here. But Dragon's about to come through.
I don't think. Better find out. The poke is there. Targamas takes a little speaky speak from the Dragon. That's how he shares his words and wisdom. Targamas off the back end is looking at Kana here, Dagda.
Yeah, see, nobody really wants to try and come through this choke point, because you can see, like, Vladdy's very capable of just setting up his soldiers in this area, but if you actually walk in as well, Hillisang can get that great ultimate, so you got to be very, very careful, which is why you're seeing KC just try and poke in that area, even using that flank opportunity to set up for the Ambessa to come through onto this top side. So you have Vitality, like, they need to get vision down, but KC just aren't letting them, and now they've got to back away. Great use of the terrain there by KC to deny Vitality access.
And now after taking the Dragon as well, they can walk on up and start threatening this mid lane play, because Vitality have moved right into the center of it, and enabling and flushes here wall from Vladdy. Chayak in a lot of trouble, and yes, he spirals, he despairs as Lince's cyclones in, but Vitality are down a member. It's now about the disengages. Shike also dies. I pause, I hold my breath because I'm looking at Kalista bring back the play. It's render clock for at least one as Nuck next up. He flushes away, but will not be speared to death. 3 versus 3 left alive.
The problem for KC was just the tower still stands. They will be able to take it now, but Knock wants to stick around. Lince is coming in.
Fate's call under turret as well. The turret is low, but they're not targeting it yet. Kana needs to step on up and use the power of the grubs. Yes, they do. Now the target truly there is the top laner. Kana taking it up for Winter's Bite, sets up concussive blows, but no, a clone to bait out.
Searing Bolt, I think it's called damage, to make sure that you can actually finish him off and just only let AD damage survive.
I don't know what a Searing Bolt is. Is that what?
Severing Bolt. Severing. Isn't it
Like
QW?
QW?
Yeah.
I like Searing as well. Sounds like Red Hot Sun. As spears are in the outer Khan, it starts off. Hilly has now spotted this out. Vitality, their angle comes with lenses, but no flash available. Teleport in as well as we're right off the hot topic, right into the frying pan. Teleport from KC as well. Vladdy's already taken a bit of damage, but the stolen! Lince's just yoinked it! Great Zero ulti though, disengages because KC knows this fight is getting rough, but Atakan for the debuff is a withdrawal. Okay. 4 members of Vitality have themselves a whirling GA that they're going to push in, and under this turret, care less and less about it. You know what to expect. Onto Lince's kind of finds him, gets some good damage down. He has a red buff though, so healing's going to come through, but Yike sets up the play onto Chayak. He has cease and desists, but into the back, he has to take an Omega Blast Cone. Vitality have taken some damage in the process here, and now Yike has no ulti. That's the trade-off.
But Vitality kind of just get to play this slow now. You've got Targamas kind of panic ulting there to keep Yike safe. So that's 2 of your engage tools down. It has to be Vladdy and Kana now who set this fight up. Again, this choke point is vital for both sides.
How do you punish a flash? You ignore it and you go for a Cyclone instead, but onto the clone. The public execution needs to go private as Hilly is tanking up and dead to a rend. Meanwhile, this is here. Is firing onto the Cassante, as we said. The one person that's going to blow him through with damage is Vladdy. The kill goes over to Kalista, and KC still remain in firm control.
3 members of Vitality stay standing. The poke is still relatively good. Chayak lending himself to that. KC going to fall back over towards the Dragon. I think Vitality just need to back away.
It's going to be Soul Point. And just about a 5k gold lead yet again we've returned. Baron is on the menu, but it's only a la carte. It's not in the degustation. So unfortunately, hold for the push and throw. Vladdy's in a side wave right now as well, getting that inner turret pressure. So for Vitality, the call is either start, send someone back, or just get that vision tug and move back yourself.
But that's the thing, right? As you start to send yourself back, Vladdy can just drift across, meet up, and go straight towards that Baron, which is going to force the TP from Naku, who's just reset. So at this stage, I mean, actually, he gets the tower, but all that KC are trying to do is get these summoner spell.
It's an apology emote for sure. Well, I heard it in my ear, but I didn't hear it at the same time. Never mind. Dragon in 40 seconds. Would you like to know what happens then? Then it's Soul for KC. But it would be Chemtech Soul. It means that the fighting ability gets that extra 13% of damage reduction as well. And they're below 50 as Targamas side steps onto Hilly. He might have to crash down, but Targamas still walking in. Glacial Fish is fantastic. Lines up the back. The public execution does the same. And into it, Vitality go. Or rather, KC. They ran too deep, but Vladdy! No! Vladdy sucks the blood dry as KC have had enough of waiting around. That shuffle was legendary.
It's not a plane, it's a bloody bird that's flying into the backline. Vladdy, Superman, the hero that KC needed, will close out game number 1 with a beautiful ultimate.
He was sick and tired of this going on. And KC, this is going to be a game to remember as well. Things seem slow until they weren't as game 1 goes over to Karmine Corp after Vitality tried so hard to keep it going for as long as they could. 2 Dagda. This time around, Kazi and Hilly won't have that same firepower, but Kalista and Targamas definitely will.
Yeah, and I think that's where a lot of my attention's going to be. This, I assume, is going to be an on-hit Varus, very little backline.
Early levels, so his health bar right now feeling good. Nako not opting in for a back. Instead, opting in to stay as a potential dive is now revisiting.
Kana is so close though. If you can get a couple of autos on the minions, maybe you can try and hit that Mega Gnar, but it's too far away.
You're right. We'll wait and see. Waiting for the flash. Mega Gnar bar is building up. He's getting some autos down. He flashes. He hops, but under turret. Hilly is going to draw. Kana outplays it, and he's about to go Mega. There is nothing Vitality can do here. Even if he's zoned off, he might be able to jump back in as Nuck, meanwhile, backs away, but a dredge line reaches from outer space. A good dodge away from the piercing arrow, but KC have zoned while Kana still thinks about going back in.
Kana's just trying to use that boomerang to get the Mega Gnar. Has the hop now available. We'll get back to the tower. He's getting the CS. He's getting the experience. Whereas, look at bot side. Nako's been completely taken away. Targamas going to try and keep him at bay. Yike in the background.
Hilly's going to try and help out. Targamas, though, gets him for a root, and all it will take is a dredge line, and Nako's already jumped away. He leapt, he's rooted, he flashes, he's ignited, and he's about to be dead. KC on both sides of the map are obviously more. He's going to poke his little head in. A lot of people at home saying, wait, is he changing lanes? But no, Kana's just moving towards Dragon. Thanks, Vedius. He's level 6, and all it takes Mega Gnar. Flash over the wall. Ambitious from Bloody. It's a match flash from Linces, but for the Dragon Smite, will it be worth it? Hero's entrance denied on the ground. Kana still gets it done, but no Mega Gnar in the end. A shutdown because he got 2 kills there. 9 minutes in. I mean, yeah, those second grubs, those are the contests. But Yike has ulti here, and with ulti flash from Kana, I don't think Nucko has a chance. Locked up. The only reason he's breathing as he flashes away was because of counter-strike. But that's a different game, a different...
Opposite side, so Targamas, goodbye, my friend. There's very little you can do here.
Lonely Big Daddy is Targamas. He's halfway to level 6, won't have the depth charge to buy, but maybe too tanky to dive up as well. Dagda's going, hang on a minute, there's a Galio coming in. Vitality knows, dredge line still hooks, but into a minion.
That was why Vitality backed off. You can see Vladi had immediately dipped from the mid lane, and this is why we were talking about that timing window that they had to try and play around.
6.
And now Vladi is just going to be able to keep the side lane safe. Kana just got the bot lane turret, so he's fine. And the counter punch isn't there because of the Justice Punch from Vladi.
And again, as that turret goes down, which by the way is huge, I mean, Targamas is going to try and interrupt. Hillisan goes into ulti, but Chains of Corruption, the flash. Vitality's bottom lane, the second time they tried to recall. And Dagda, I just feel like that maybe that's greedy.
It was a good sidestep from Targamas. So Hilly came out of the bush hoping to catch him with the quickness and then immediately dashed back onto Karzi, but because he missed it.
Chaos Storm's out though, and we talk about misses, but we talk about deliveries as Chayak with the Chaos Storm. He didn't need to flash, but at least he secures the kill.
Yeah, big play from Chayak. It was much needed to get something back on the map. But still, KC, you can hear the crowd. They're pretty happy with the way this top side is going for them right now. Danny going to move over towards the objective. 10 seconds now. Oh my god, wait, Yike stole that over the wall.
Did he? How? Dagda, 4 grubs for KC, 2 for Vitality in the end, or rather only 1. Targamas sets up with a dredge line, and yet again, depth charge.
Oh my god!
The wild growth! You're not escaping, Hilly, you're going nowhere. Counter-strike to bring it back, but Kana to bring it in. KC's combo. Objective control. It's level 6 is unbelievably stupid because the burst, with all the plans getting attack speed as well, is just unbelievable at one item. Like, when is Zyra weak? First 3 levels? Then when? 4? Level 4 maybe?
No, she's pretty alright.
She's kinda, yeah. Oh, flash away. Chain of Corruption already burned down, and this is an opportunity for Vitality that's gotten Kalist. Targamas as well, running with his life as Wild Growth once again is out. Yike has set up the Strangle Thorns, and Hilly is just taking autos from a plant. Imagine dying to a bush as Hilly again rooted up. Apology hurts.
Itself safe. Targamas now trying to see if he can pull the wave across, allow the next one to conga line its way through, but it is a little dangerous. Karzi's missing off the map, now starting to move back mid, so yeah, Chayak will get the reset. Cost him his ult, but didn't cost his life.
So the wave will just crash on in. Yike will do a lot of AP conversion to this turret, and remember again, 5 grubs in the end for KC. So this turret is as well as gone. This gold lead is as well as past 4K. And I hate to say it, but for Vitality, they've, once again, 2 games in a row, have been outclassed in the early game.
Which is, like, surprising, because the first time these two teams faced off, it was Vitality that very much controlled it.
Way around.
And I think it's Vitality at times, the Galio and this Gnar, the threat to always push in on mid-wave as well. And if you ever try and overextend, as Vitality are about to now, Vladdy might have to come in.
On the hunt being used, there's the ulti as well from Kalisi. Flashes away to get out of range. Permafrost sets him up as well, but it's a re-engage from Vladdy, setting with the shielded around a zone. Dredge line at max range, roots in as the bottom lane of Vitality, just trying to kite back, but Kana won't let them as the roots from downtown hits. It's thanks to Yike. His teleport's drawn in from Shayak. He wants a part of this fight, but the fight's already done. Kana ready to leap in yet again with his whirlwind of Nah. But he doesn't need to.
See, Vitality are just trying to defend the jungle camps rather than actually defend the Rift Herald. They know they just don't have a chance. Yes, their cooldowns for the ultimates come up a little bit quicker, but KC have already taken it before they can get to that position. And it looks like Hilly is abandoned.
Someone will die.
I do think, though, at least at the moment, Vitality have a bit of a reset advantage here. You can see an item and a half versus kind of the one items across the board. So Vitality at the moment are stronger. Kind of doesn't have the play. So instead of KC going for the Dragon, they're just trying to force the play on mid.
They are indeed. I mean, they've flashed with the ulti as well. But after the Glacial Prison, Kalist now comes out. And it's a living nightmare for Vitality running through. It's good, though. Nako found an angle. KC have lost their bot lane. And an opening presents itself. I set one snare, but there wasn't enough to ensnare Vitality from all those angles.
Brilliant timing window from Vitality. They went for the earlier resets on both Chayek and towards Nako. They complete that half item, but also no Kana doesn't have a TP to match. So Nako is able to teleport into the play. And though that tower's about to fall, Karzi needs to be very careful. Targamas ends up tanking up, so we'll back away. But Ping's now on towards the Dragon. KC want to make sure they can continue the stacking in their favor.
But let's come back to it. Vitality are scaling. And a Victor with 2 items getting there. A Siva now just picking up 2 items. Kazi is getting there. Navori quick plays picked up, so his W is off cooldown on reset. So a lot more wave clear added into the kit. And there's not much difference between AD carries, Dagdo.
No, it's the AD carries are kind of even, but the big one that my attention's drawn to is Chayek. Like, he has been getting a lot more farm because Vladdy has been pulled in to try and help out on these ultimates quite a lot. And as long as you're able to play towards Shayak, which is what Vitality are trying to do, you're causing that disparity on the goal.
This Adakan just trying to find a pick, as you said. That Nah now has push in a turret under threat, so KC are playing the map better again here as Hilly looks in deep.
Vitality are just trying to start it. They're trying to draw KC in, get that TP from Kana. Kana has just turned Mega Gnar, so this is a moment where Vitality could fight and be up against the Mini Gnar, but they're going to trade Terra for Terra. It's a tier 1 for a tier 2. KC are happy, and Kana is getting the opportunity.
It's like running Vitality thin throughout the map. What's the decision? If you do something, it's going to cost you something else. In very simple terms, in both Game 1 and Game 2, the trades have always really been better. As On the Hunt is going to show us where it stops right there. Kalist still gets slowed here by the Permafrost, but he sends out the Chains of Corruption and starts fighting back. Kalist now with Lethal Templates. Vitality fought without all members there yet. The teleports took too long.
Karzi!
You can see into the back. Karzi's just run on in. He takes a while to die, but eventually does. As for KC, this fight is still going bad. Vitality frontline are still taking a while to die. And Kana now next on the Targamas again. Nako brings it in as Chayek's lead is showing us what's scaling. Again. Chayak is now 2,000 gold up, almost 3rd item with these Leandries. We're getting a 3rd item for Kazi soon as well. There's a lot to shout about here as Vitality have their ults back up and available shortly with Chayak and Nako lining up too.
Yeah, Adakan started to try and get that TP. Nako disappears. There's the wave and bot that he could TP to and flank entirely onto this.
Getting low, it's a Justice Punch, so Vitality forced out as a flash. Targamas looks for the engage, but Chayak is just burning down the engage all of KC. A Mega Gnar ult would be great, but the Stranglethorns does nothing. Look at Chayak again. A Chaos Storm to get bigger and bigger, and yes, Adakan went.
Nako following up behind. As long as you can try and continue this, you're going to be in a good spot, but there's the reset.
Kazi's going to get depth charge though, and there's going to be a follow-up, and KC know it. Chains of Corruption fly through, but Kazi has got his support in the way, or rather, Jungler. Lenses will die for him. Kazi was caught, and it was a really good angle from KC that give them a numbers advantage for Baron.
Yeah, Hilly had just reset. I don't know if he reset on Vision or how KC knew, but Targamas with a fantastic flank, and now the Baron has started. Chayak is here, but no jungler. Can Vitality win this 4v5?
Level 16 as Dredge Line has missed. Level 16 on the Victor is my point. Kazi wants to just auto away. The quickness in, a hero's entrance, a fly in. It's defensive, but it's not good enough. The Chaos Storm is now massive as they might not find the steal, but they'll find the fight. In the end, it goes over to KC, but Chayak, who went in melee, still wants to fight with Kalist, but Kazi will take that any day. Kana jumps in. Top lane v top lane is all we've got. seals the deal.
Revenge is a dish best. Yike has moved out of the pit. They can't follow. Kana actually isn't really threatening on towards Karzi, and the Baron is doing so much work in that fight.
And now we come back to live, and although a lot was burned as teleport comes on in, we're gonna fight over the Dragon at 3K, 2K. Vitality think about their angle. Vladdy can't zone with shielded around, but the Dragon's already gone. But Vitality have this right side to play with. They've got the inside track for mid as well, and all they need is an ult to land. KC zoned away, Mega Blast Cone to get them away. Vitality now trying to get this inner turret at the back end of the play.
But Vitality can go for either mid, or they can go for this bottom side as well. So KC, they're being pulled thin across the map.
Right.
Kana,
he jumped on a Meganar. Nucko just jumped on a Meganar. He jumped on a Meganar, but he goes golden. He had a plan. Chains Corruption also thrown out in the choke that found Targamas the Cowstorm as well. Will get bigger. It encircles, it stuns, it electrocutes everything in its path. Kalist, Vladdy both hurt. It's a good zoning tool, but Vitality is there. The wave clear is still there from Vitality as KC try and hit from the right-hand side. It's all about this Dragon that will be their soul. That's what they're playing for now. Vitality might have the inside track, but they're going to be precariously slow and smart-witted moving into this jungle.
TP coming through from Nako. They want to desperately contest for this. Yes, Vladdy is separated, but he doesn't really care. He's got that ultimate to come through, and that's all he really wants. So KC playing for Dragon. They've got their wave clear set up.
Kazi's by himself for the time being. Kana with a Mega Narbar that is slowly growing. A boomerang to throw out. He's now in the yellow. Okay. Vitality, no, this is about to be a Mega Gnar. An Arctic Assault from Linces. A flank. Karzi still isolated. KC looking for him. Depth charge. Karzi's dead! Left from the team. Triac, now the hope is Vitality, are dying, dropping one by one by one. The ants are getting smaller. KC with 5 members. That Dragon is theirs.
And under the magnifying glass, it's Vitality that are cracking. It's KC who are holding firm. And just like that now, wait, TP, yeah, he's just going top. They've given it up. It's Soul for KC and a hard-fought fight, but KC just set it up so much better. They find the flank onto Karzi, and with no flash, he is so vulnerable.
Vladdy just bought his time. Nucko is waiting outside of the lens. I think he finds himself. Might have been spotted in the end. A Mecha Blast Cone there to launch him in, but he's now definitely spotted. Dredge line as well. Nucko, Blast Cone taken. He's in front of 4 members and Vitality. It's all falling apart. He tries to find Kalistas. Nucko, it was a noble attempt, but the Gnar slow. Mega Blast Cone again, an auto. So it's crazy how the margins matter, not only in this game, but in League of Legends. We again group up. Baron's still there. Dragon, 4 minutes 30 till the Elder. Get that out of your mind for now. It does feel like everything is hinging on the purple side of this map.
But it's 4 items across the board for the Vitality carries. The scaling is there. You can see the damage that Nako can do if he can get onto Kalist and KC. They start up the objective. Killy is only starting to move in. They can run this through very quickly.
They really can, and Nako will be on a minion wave. He leap strikes, he gets in range, but at 7K, 6K, it's going down fast. Kalist is going to keep autoing away. A Glacial Fissure, Prison sent on up. Dredge line into the chain of Nest. The hero's entrance is a 5-man! Vladdy stuns them up. Kana sends them in, and KC send Vitality packing.
Wait, Triac
is big onto Kalist. He's getting autoed. He'll die. A triple over to Triac, but Kana will make short work of that. Yike and his top laner stay up. So Baron sits on
tools for these immobile carries to keep themselves safe, and we saw what happens when Karzi falls. Triac isn't able to just be a one-man army in these fights. So for KC, that is now the new target. Try and finish off Karzi while he's still vulnerable. Look for that Elder. And the fact that you have this Red Bull Baron power play for another minute at least gives you the opportunity to take more of these turrets, push Vitality into their base, and keep them away from these key objectives.
That pressure being applied thanks to the Baron as well. Vladdy going to do the same here, but wave clear, at least a specialty of Triac here. Yike is coming in, looking to zone off. You noticed Karzi before. Every single ricochet is doing a lot of damage here. Look at Yike. Those are a couple of ricochets. 3 hits. Yike almost down to half HP from 1/4. Sorry, 3/4, if I could do my math properly. That's a full item Zyra just about now, apart from the control wars, by the way. 5,000 is the lead for Yike. controlling this game, as you'll see as the dredge line comes in, and Yikes damage will be seen. Shielders ran everything in. Kazi's knocked out, knocked back, sent away, but he's alive for now. He needs to ricochet. He needs to fight. He needs to hit. As Kazi sends out a boomerang, his auto attacks need to connect, but KC have once again found Hilly. It's 5 versus 4. It's health bars in disarray. It's KC chasing and chasing, but not finding anyone else. Health bar's still low. Teleport's only available for Chayek.
Vladdy immediately TPs down into the bottom side of the map. He just wants to push in the wave. 7 seconds until Elder Dragon. The cleanse is about to come back up for Karzi, but so many tools were used.
I think they've got Elder Dagda, I think, unless a miracle still from Linces, right?
Will come in. They need to try and pull it out. Vision is everywhere. Kana playing Bouncer, Vladdy in the same boat, but they haven't seen where the Sejuani is yet.
They're trying to get this red buff as quickly as possible to heal up. Linces will have a bit more moving power, but Kana is in Meganar now, so they're going to burst it down, but taunt it out against the wall. KC have found their opening. Kazi stretch lined in though, but will he die? He does not. Elder, no steal. Smite is greater than Chaos Ray as KC walk away with the burning. More survivability, more shielding, more healing.
All summoners back up as well on the side of Vitality, so a lot less vulnerable. And Kana, to start that fight off, actually missed the wallop on towards Karzi thanks to the movement speed as well from the ultimate. So even when you get onto him, it's not that easy. Now KC immediately going to start this up. This is what they're trading. That Elder Dragon buff is about to wear off.
Yeah.
So they use it for the Baron. Vitality will give. But how much can they get? You can see the push on bottom side from Naknako.
Enhanced Baron recall. Naknako, why did we go golden here? I mean, it's only Zhonya's. Yeah, must have been. Turret goes down, objective bounty, but KC have the Baron push. And maybe they thought on the side of Vitality, top's going anyway. Let's let the inhib go. We've got a Sivir. Kazi's going to step up, look for the play. As you said, Elder's down in 15.
They're still trying to hold on. Vitality are trying to wait this one out, but KC, they're done with waiting. They want to end this right here.
They want to try with the last remnants of the Elder. They push in. Chains Corruption set on up, but playing on the outskirts, Vitality are using that time. 2, 1, and now it's down. No Elder. Naknako will not be dead for an execution today as Vitality chase up. Kana doesn't have a Meganar bar to play with. KC have to leave and make the game go a little bit longer.
Hilly's still chasing though. You can see they're waiting for the TPs.
No pressure to the base of Vitality. He's got a stride breaker. His wave clear is big. So once he deals with that wave, he might look for a TP in as Vitality now defend against the Baron up bot wave at 44 minutes in that KC are trying to open up yet another angle. They do it mid as well. Teleport going to be burned. Chayek zones off, but the turret is dead. Thank you again to Hole Breaker as KC have another avenue of attack. 2 members sit mid, 2 sit bot. Yike in between. Vitality under fire from multiple fronts again.
KC been doing a good job of clearing that vision behind them, but Linces goes.
They pick a side, but it misses. Linces misses. As the quickness is set up, but it's right into the tangling arms of Yike. Hilly jumps into the back line, but it's all for naught. Naknako sent up, sent packing, sent away. Kana over. KC are in the base again. They'll find a knockup. He'll find a flash, but who is finding what here? Hilly not dead. One more auto. Kazi steps up, but a Meganar flushed away. Kazi! The mechanical skill shown again as Kalist into the base. Naknako spins, wins a little bit, and a grin. Kalist running away. He's got a GA, but Targamas does not. Kazi with that flash, I think saved the game, Dagda.
Again, the fact that you have this Chemtech Dragon is kind of doing work for KC in these sorts of scenarios.
Feels like Vitality have now found new life, and it feels like Vitality have found a new angle. Smite to get rid of the shield. Yike is stunned up. In goes the Sejuani. The hero's entrance will find his mark as well. Yike has done the same job, though. Yike is big as Kazi's dead. Kalista's taking him out. The Victor, though, the Chaos Storm won't expand with the GA. The Vitality are all dead, Dagda.
KC immediately go bot. Kana wants to look for the end. They just need to stop Chayek, and Targamas is doing that.
The AoE was enough. It all came together, and Yike's lead felt like it made the difference. Kana teleports in, and as long as Vitality held out as much as we wanted in Game 3, Karmine Corp will still find their way to the Nexus. A delayed back in the middle of your screen, or at least the middle of the map. And Karmine Corp had to really work for this 2-0 in playoffs.
There's a grin on Yike's face, but they...